Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. It's making a lot of noise as I'm painting today. I don't know what's... it's not sitting on here very well or something. Not sure. But I am painting a Christmas owl. So I'm just kind of putting the body on here, and we'll then kind of jazz it up some. And I'm gonna put its head, making it a little disjointed because I'm gonna put a scarf in here. So I'm connecting it, but it'll get there. I promise we'll get there eventually. We'll get there. I'm actually using two different greens. I don't know if it shows very well on there. But I'm just kind of filling this in for right now. And then I'll make a little more details as we go along. But I want to get this kind of going. So now, a lot of times when I do my flowers, not always, but a lot of times when I'm doing my flowers, I tend to always put one, I can't even think, my brain is like 10 steps ahead of me without where I'm at here. I generally do one brush because I like how the colors kind of all mix together, and then they kind of show like all the different colors kind of mixed together. And let's see if I can do this without, oh, I'm probably going to create an avalanche. I did. I have a blank painting sitting up there, or a blank canvas sitting up there. But I'll use one so like I can put all the colors. They kind of just mix and match there. So I'm telling you, it's all gonna fall. But that's kind of what I do, is just have this paintbrush when I'm doing that, so that I can use the one paintbrush and just keep getting more and more colors as I go along. But when I'm doing something like this, I'm trying to make myself use more than one paintbrush, because I'm going to put a Christmas hat on him in a few minutes, and I'm going to make a scarf with this and everything. And so I don't really need to use the gold anymore. But oh, that is really thick. But so I'm gonna kind of put a scarf on him here, and you'll see I'm gonna kind of connect it. I left him separate so that I wouldn't have to use quite as much paint to cover up the coloring and everything. But we're gonna, so thick. The weather, I'm like on pause tonight. Like when I'm talking, I'm like, what am I supposed to be saying? The weather plays extreme havoc on the paints, and we are finally kind of moving into some colder days here. But that makes the paint's thicker sometimes and thinner and just a mess. So, but for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm currently in, I have breast cancer, so I'm currently in breast cancer treatment. I just finished my last chemo, and now in December, I will be going to have my surgery. So all of that's kind of what's going on right now, and I'm telling you, the chemo brain is real. I think that's why I'm on pause, and probably that I'm very tired. I have not been sleeping this week. See, I'm telling you, I have not been sleeping well this week at all, and so it's just kind of one of those things that I'm tired, and so between tired, no brain, and I have thyroid problems as well. So the thyroid is another like brain stealer. It just does what it wants to do. And so between all the fun. So, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting there. So, we're getting there. I want to let that dry just a little bit more for his eyes. I am seeing what I got here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and kind of fluff up his feathers. Fluff up his feathers. Just kind of give him a little more fluffness. Fluffy. I'm amazed how thick, like I used a couple of these paints a couple nights ago, last night. All the days are blending together, and they were not this thick. And we had a drop in the temperature, and then also like a change in the pressure. We had some areas got hit a lot harder than we did with the wind. It was quite windy for a while here, but lots of trees down in certain areas, not too far, like 30 minutes or so from here. And then we're supposed to possibly get a lot of rain over the next few days. We had some rain today, and then possibly snow tomorrow. It keeps going in and out of what is going to happen or not happen, which is totally always changing. So kind of making some little wings out here. It's kind of like a almost isn't looking like an owl. He's almost looking like a besides the feet, green penguin. But my goal was owl, but I make little wild birds, so any little bird will do. I like them all. Okay, so just gonna put some little I'm going to put in some bigger eyes, so I don't want to get too my cat's getting, of course he's doing why do cats always think they're allowed to go anywhere they want to go. I left a mint. It's in a wrapper, but I left a mint on my nightstand that I was gonna eat earlier, or and he smelt it, I guess, or found it, was about to run off with it, but like, nope, cannot have that. You cannot have the mint. The mint. Oh, I felt like I was gonna drop some paint there for a minute. I'm really bad about putting way too much paint on my paintbrush, and when I do that, it sometimes goes everywhere. Okay, so we're getting someplace. Okay, so now, let's see. That is my red. Let me just, I want to fill in just a little bit where it's kind of dry and thin. This doesn't matter too much because I'm going to put some white on there. Oops. This is what always happens is I have a tiny shake, and also paint with speed sometimes. Don't like go slow enough to things, but I'll go outside my lines occasionally. So, okay, so now I've got two. Let's see. I've got two. My paints are also drying way too fast. Again, whether or not. So now we're gonna we're getting there. We're almost there. Okay. Now I need to get, I should have made my eyes, but I was just waiting a little bit longer. I always mess up the eyes because a lot of times I don't let it dry enough, and then when I go to do it, there's like always the color or something, and I put too much color, or I pull up too much of like the color that's behind. And so hopefully, and this white is extremely thick, like unspreadable thick. See what I mean? So we're gonna, might have to switch to my other white. Because I want some big eyes. Might have to get out my other white. We shall see. We shall see. It's not doing too bad, but it's, I think we might make it here. Oops. Okay, that went out of the line that I was thinking I was gonna go in. So now I gotta make the other eye. This is what I'm telling you, I always mess up the eyes. The eyes have it, and I mess them up. Not too bad, but now I just have to kind of make this one a little bit bigger, which no big deal because they're big eyes to begin with. But and I can never. I'm sure there's tips and tricks and things that I could do to actually get perfection with round, like using stampers or different things like that, but that's just not what's ever gonna happen, I don't think. So now we got that. Okay, now I have green all on this one, but I'm going to use my black and okay, let's see. I'm trying to go small. So there we go. See? We did it. Oops. And you're like, why is she saying oops? I just used my green for, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I used my green green for my black. Probably shouldn't have put eyelashes on it, but I'm putting some eyelashes, if you hadn't noticed. Now I have to do back. I use my green brush for the black. Oh, this is actually best I've done like that. Usually I that side actually looks better than this side. I'm right-handed, so going this way is easier than going that way. But I did it this way, and for whatever reason, that seemed to work a little bit better. And why I keep stopping when I'm talking about the green. I used the black. I used the green brush for the black, and I wanted to put a few little marks in here, just because I'd put these feather-ish, like, things down here, and so I technically really wasn't done with all of those yet, and I used that brush. But it's not like I don't have a ton of other little brushes sitting here, and could use any of them, but no big deal, you see. Okay, so I think we are done. Just gonna go and, because it's drying and I'm just adding some more. So we sign O for Owen, and then L and B. There we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. I would greatly appreciate it. Toodles, toodles.